I'm running into a bit of a problem. You see, I'm a full-time indie game developer, and my goal right now is to make my business profitable. I want to break even on my cost with the amount of revenue I take in. Right now, my costs are just me because I'm a solo developer. So I am the CEO, I'm the developer, I'm the designer, but I'm also the unpaid intern at this point, and we're running at a bit of a negative. You see, there is a positive here though, and that is that I already have a published game over on Steam called Chess Survivors, which has 6,000 outstanding wish lists, which means whenever it goes on sale, those wish list people, they get an email saying, hey, Chess Survivors on sale, do you want to purchase it? And about 100 to 200 people typically will buy it on sale, which is a little bit of money in the door. It's not enough money to sustain me, but it is a trickle of income that is nice and passive because I've kind of stopped working on Chess Survivors in favor of working on my mining and crafting game here. And this game is fun. I've been putting in about 3 months of work onto this, 2 months of full-time work. The big problem is that this game is going to probably take me 7 months to a year to get into a state that it is basically can go into early access. And because I've self-funded my studio for about the next year, the timeline works out where I'm basically putting all of my eggs into this basket as far as this needs to be profitable. This needs to make me break even. This needs to pay for my own costs, which right now are food and mortgage and paying for my cat's food and all that fun stuff. You don't need to know my whole budget, but I'm just trying to say that I put a lot of pressure on this game inherently. I've tried really hard since I released that last video talking about my feelings and how things are going to remove the pressure from this game. And it hasn't happened because I think inherently speaking, if I want this business to become profitable, this game is going to have a certain amount of sales and income driven from its success, which means it has to be good enough, which inherently puts pressure on me as a developer, especially as we're moving past the prototyping phase into the production phase. So this is actually a perfect point to take a step back. I've only released one game. I've only released Chess Survivors. I've actually made a lot of other games that have not been, they're not for sale, but they're just game jam games. And I actually love making game jam games. It's what first got me into game development. I love the manic kind of feeling of having 48 hours to make a game about rolling dice and just making decisions and running really quickly. So we're going to do just that. I'm challenging myself to make another game in 30 days. We're currently on day 6. I've been streaming a lot of this progress and we're doubling down on what's working well. We're making smart scoping decisions as far as the art, the balance, the game mechanics, and we're trying to really just keep the idea nice and simple so we can get a demo going by the end of this week. We can start balancing next week and we start expanding on ideas in week 3 and week 4. Then my goal after 30 days, which is probably going to be late June, early July, would be to have a game that could be published on Steam. And at that point, I may or may not actually publish it on Steam. Instead, I might have the demo on the Steam page, collect wish list, have it be a part of the October Next Fest, and then release the game right after that. And then in the meantime, either pivot back to the mining and crafting game or work on another 30-day project and try to get a backlog of games ready to be released so that I can remove pressure from this mining game and just focus on making this a fun game and not have to worry about it being a financial success. I'll be live right after this video is published over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Aarimous. Today is day number 6 of working on the 30-day project, and we're getting dangerously close to having the demo ready. And mark your calendars, next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, I'll be taking over the Godot stream where I'm going to be ranking from S tier to F tier all of the Godot 2D nodes. So there's a link below to the Godot official stream as well. It's going to be a blast. I'm excited. I'm nervous and excited. It's going to be a good time. So that being said, I've been Aarimous. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.